studio. Let's get it.
Nice passing from Bellingham. Ball tries to put it into the centre. Oh, a gift for Haaland, which he hasn't unwrapped. The paper's left on that one. And Simakan on the left side is one there. He's come to the Bundesliga and he has next
Your
to
boy HunchoDaGrap say, "What's up, man?"
Hey,
Here it is.
what's up, what's up, what's up?
Closing down into the centre.
Hey,
Trying to be too tricky.
it's Huncho, man.
Huncho, let's get it.
Tenacity. Good. Chance for Lionel Dixon. They waited their time. They were patient. They did what they had to do.
Yo, you see okay real quick, G?
Oh, shit, man.
Yeah, look at you. Don't be trying to go to sleep on me now.
Hell nah.
Yeah, hey, we got Sleepy, man. He's sleepy, y'all. We call he's sleepy already. Yo, what time it is actually, Joe?
9:14.
9:14. Huh? So pretty much for the rest of the week till you get this brake stick on this car. That's what he has. Yeah. Damn, still got your face. Come on, bro. Your mind just feel these. Good. Shit, you open them up. You open them. Oh, no, I'm open. Man, you know they don't got, you know they're gonna copyright that bitch. I'm sorry, y'all, but you two don't play, y'all. You forgot, yeah, I'm sorry. Anything you play.
I can play that.
You say what? I don't know.
I can play.
I don't know.
That's just boring. Hey,
Yeah.
damn.
I don't know, cause you know I ain't never really listened to him. But he do got a lot of views. 1.4 million for that, yeah. And he funny, so pay that. I wanna see. Yeah. I'm
But
gonna
here
take it.
YouTube, I think it just if you use it.
Yeah, I mean, you know how people live, man.
Wow.
I done learned my lesson. Yeah, man. He will, don't. Yeah, he know. Cause they just hit me one again. I had to wait till June 10th to get it taken off. You see what I'm saying? It was some for the pallbearer, the one. I ain't gonna lie, I put it on there. That nigga said, I told you in like so many minutes that mom went to like it was like 300 views or something. But to me that was a lot for something like that. I look up, it's in 1. It was like 1.9. I'm like, dang. You know, I check in, YouTube Studios or what you got that too, YouTube Studios. That's what I'm saying. See how they use studios, Swagger Jack and the brother. But anyway, yeah. Shout out to y'all, those YouTube Studios. But yeah, man, that what happened, G. I said, dang, they label striking
Dang.
from you something. And he say NBA boy, it was whoever over him. You get what I'm saying? His bosses, you get what I'm talking about? Somebody who knows somebody that did the paperwork. You get what I'm saying? Cause the actual guy, he ain't looking for me. You get what I'm saying? We got all these little people who sit there and just dissect the nigga channel. You know what I'm saying? Real talk.
And they get paid a lot of money
A lot of money, G.
just to hit on.
Yeah, just you know what I'm saying. Hey, shout out to Jizzle Dollar Man, no cap. I had to tell him, man. See, I don't like Jizzle. He let me speak my mind, as I said, man. I know that's your voice so cheap, but I say, bro, that man strike my channel twice. One more other man out.
Dang, that's pure hate. Dang,
Jizzle like, dang, he did shit like that.
he got time.
He said, dang, well, he ain't me. Cause he didn't, Jizzle let me use this stuff. Real talk.
I ain't gonna hate somebody.
Yeah, what it is. I just, yeah, I just keep on and I'm good. I want to go to the candy.
Nah, he good.
Nah, you saying that to you be like, damn, let me get on my shit. You gon' yeah, you gonna be just like that. Mm-hmm. That's it though, nah, cause there ain't so many. I only got 3. My oldest got, I got 6. Yo, let me see the baby, bro. Don't fall asleep, Freddie gonna get you.
Man, fuck that.
Freddie gonna get you, boy. Yeah, if it's a real thing, you'll die right now. Stay awake, boy, for Freddie get you, boy.
You know how Freddie is.
Mm-hmm.
You know what he is.
Mm-hmm.
Hungry.
That's what I'm talking about.
I don't live in Hollywood.
Nope. I live in reality.
Freddie. Fuck Freddie.
Yeah. That's why they got whooped in from Jason versus Freddy. I don't even know why motherfuckers thought he was gonna beat him.
Fuck all of it.
Man, let me see what Freddy was you about. Yo.
Fuck the heart. All of them. And with all of them.
Man, all of
Fuck
them act
them.
except then, hey, but I rock with Denzel though, bro. I'm sorry.
It's just up there. I don't know what. It's goofy. He just stuff on camera.
Who the hell said that?
That's weird.
Oh.
That's weird. Who the fuck? That's simple. Yeah, that's simple. That's oh my god. I'm still doing this shit. I don't know. cold stuff, bitch.
Oh, yeah, just let it go, man. You need to play something talking about him, like, yeah,
It
play
should
something
be
that,
doing
yeah, play something that,
I don't even
Ringo,
know.
play some Ringo, he gonna get us copyright. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know why. Man.
Or play, I don't trust Buddy, man, 'cause that's comedy, and he getting a lot of money off that, so he probably had a lot of folks trying to, like,
I don't know. We don't even
you
know.
ain't no telling about, you get what I'm saying? A lot of come with that crowd too, you get what I'm saying? 'Cause some niggas get mad when they use like certain pieces and then he can see how they eating off of it, you get what I'm saying? Like, damn, man. They might use some of it, you get what I mean, but the way, Ringo say, yeah, when you chop it up, so you can't just use the whole thing. Some niggas like fucking around, like use the whole thing, but I don't know, they just ate off that bit, you get what I'm saying? Remixing one, I'm like, hell yeah. Like all they did with the unreleased shit, how the fuck they ain't getting copyright or something, man?
Oh, you said the other time, why
Like all they knew with the unreleased, you just see that subscriber steady going up, something. You be like, man, ain't no fucking way. How all these motherfuckers just steady subscribing to? When I use the video, that shit do not bring me subscribers like that. You get what I'm saying? There was one dude, that shit was like, then like when you start going up, you just see certain people be like, they'll be like 700. But 2 weeks later, they'll be like 985. You get what I'm saying? Then next thing you know, 1,000. I was like, damn. Then you look back, that nigga just start saying, you get what I'm saying? 1.2. You like, it was one dude like Chicago shit. I had used on this video, I still got it now. I used it, it's starting to get views. But the way that nigga was moving though, it was like, hell no, how the fuck he getting all these subscribers off these videos? That don't be adding up, man. Something else behind that shit, man. Because when I use it, cause he can't be telling all them people to subscribe. Ain't no fucking way, bro. He might be somebody known. It gotta be somebody known. He gotta whoever behind it is like be popular. Like we don't know, like so you gotta subscribe. But it's like that shit be crazy, bro. Then you see people like Melly Mel, she earned that shit. I'm telling you now, Ringo right, boy. It's crazy that if you like what Brown's situation is, what the woman don't know what she did, as long as Brown alive, you bound to him. And she is bound with soul tie. So whoever she do after her, this is real talk. Whoever she sleep with, she is an adulterous woman. Brown's still alive. So imagine when she's standing before him. With the man Brown, he just had sex with another woman. He's the man. It's like the lion. You don't believe in that shit, do you? You got to, man, cause you told me in y'all land. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You can't play like you don't know what. That's what we low key like wish as Americans like that. Like that's what me and my grandma said. I always want to go down there. She always, and she died never going. So to me, that's she still is in there. And she every time we used to throw food away, she like, y'all throwing that food away, and those kids over there in Africa starving who would love to eat that. And that shit like, damn, you good for good, yeah. Every time when we're kids. But we're kids, like, oh, that. But then we eat that shit and then we'll be like, realize, yeah, it could have been worse. But as I got older in life, I'd be like, that nigga smart as hell over there. They the one got all, that's the motherland. That's the Garden of Eden. Do you know the history of your continent? Real name is the Garden of Eden, bro. Like a certain part of the Western, that's why we fell in love with the Western African. We love, it's like Nigerian, we love them. I don't know why. That's just, and why you think, what most Americans say to you, out of all of them countries, what's the ones we always be like, which one? It's just, I mean, come on now. You been in America, nigga, just dragging niggas in the hood, bro. Stop playing now. For real, though.
I was like, nah. That shit burning.
East Africa, we always wanted to go because both so far away. But we knew that's where all the beautiful Africa, yeah, that's what we saw. It's the West, we just, like, I don't know, to us, just Nigeria just, they're like, damn, I don't know. Until I had to realize them slick as hell, though. You get one of them, oh my God. One nigga warned me, though. I was working at, I used to go do strip the flows and shit, like waxing, stripping down, you know what I'm saying? It was that kind of job. Man. Like right now, we'll have to move out as well, like, yeah, it's like you're moving out. You know, put some, first you sweep it good, you get what I'm saying? You sweep it, then you mop it. Real good, though, you know what I'm saying? I add some hot steaming water, you get what I'm saying? First you get, you know, dry your mouth out, like, sweep it up, mop it real good. Once you do that, you mix your stripper. You got your weak stripper, then you have your pure stripper. You know, you gotta be careful, boy. You can. But that happened to me because you put too much, your ass gonna slip. Hell yeah, that stripper, you gotta be real careful how much you lay. So, hell yeah, bro.
Can't do that, though.
Hell yeah. I mean, but I'm just saying, I just got caught one day. I said, well, then I failed. I thought about Mayweather since I did the shoulder roll, like kind of, now it didn't work. And instead of going like that, I just, you know what I'm saying? Instead of saying, you know, the way I landed, I was able to get a body. And I was like, well, they said, yeah, then that's why I ain't like about that shit, yeah. I like the part, I just called me the wax. I like when it's time to wax that bitch. Once you strip it, that shit look good, be all white and shit. You know what I'm saying? Look good, dude. The flow be all like, I don't know, it just, yeah, you did that shit before? It's like that, so you know what I'm saying? Once you lay that first cup, it look like milk, you like, yeah, I'm saying, nah, I'm telling you, listen, you like, I used to make my little line be like, come down there, then you just hear it. Then after a while, when you do good though, then after a couple coats, you know, you let the, you know, let this shit dry. Then you come back there, you like, boy, after a while, that bit look like, by the time morning time, shit bit look like glass. Especially on good flow. You someone you ain't even gotta lay that much, but when you should have to strip one time, you did a real good job stripping, like a real good job, you lay, you bring it back to life, that bit look like glass. Especially when you come and buff it, oh my God, that's when you buff that shit, woo. Then you have a fresh, hell yeah, that shit look good as a motherfucker. Yeah, it's up. Sorry, God. Shoot. This man tripping, y'all. This man tripping, y'all. see if you're seeing this one. I can see the ones you already watched. Damn, what the fuck is that? Man, this nigga got a lot on, don't
He got a lot of
he? Hell yeah, I don't even see that video. I know it when I see it, that's why it's going like that. It's coming up. Whoa. Oh, so you did watch it. Damn, what the fuck happened? There you go, she didn't watch it. Yeah, this good. At least you started. Yeah, boy, you gotta watch it then. So that mean you don't even know then. Wow, you slept on a good one, boy. You slept on a real one, boy. You gotta know this one's
They say,
over.
well, it's like they justify it with, well, men do
And
this.
you see it
that.
too, and that's the crazy thing. And you gon' and Zoro, you gon' I'm telling you, you a bad motherfucker, but you gon' slip one more time. I'm sorry, I gotta keep it real to you. You gon' slip one more time, cause it's just gonna be that one, and you gon' I'm tired. Or you gonna wipe your baby mama? It's one or the other one, boy.
You know,
Cause
through this lesson, what
you a
you're
man, you
learn
gonna take a liking to
as well
another
as
girl like
sisters,
that and wanna put
is
another
that
baby in. I'm
women
telling you,
practice
bro. That's what I'm
the
saying. You
whole
gonna
thing.
slip one more
Fucking
time,
crazy.
bro. I'm just keeping you a man, bro. It's gonna be one of
Like,
me. You like,
all of
damn.
you women that are watching,
Like, I got this
if
bad
you're
bitch.
practicing
You
this
keep fucking
phase,
with you keep.
you got mental issues.
Cause you might, you might be up
you
doing
got some
good right
serious
there.
issues.
No, you get what I'm saying? It's one or the
Because
other, bro.
what we're gonna discover, because we're gonna show footage, because you know you have to see for yourself. You're gonna see a young lady talk about her problem with this, or her issues, or her feelings. And she's in the public, and she's so upfront with what she's doing with no shame. No shame at all. You know, there was a time when women, they wouldn't even be caught doing or saying such things.
Mm-mm.
They kept to themselves.
Remember back in the day?
They were pure.
Yeah.
Today's woman is not like that.
Mm-mm.
And sadly, this is a single mother.
What I
Not just a
just tell
single
you
woman.
today,
This
boy.
is a single mother. And when you learn what's going on when it comes to her child, how does she got the time to be participating in the whole phase, it's gonna shock you. And in
Two
the
baby
end
daddies,
of her
24
points,
years old, in a
you
home.
brothers are
You
gonna
ain't
learn
spend no
why
time
is
with
it
your kids,
that
boy.
when you get with a sister,
Destroying them.
she wanna make you work
Who
harder
raising the kids?
to get with her.
What if
Everybody else,
your support?
they have easy
You
access.
know, I need hoods and shit, no
You're gonna
good.
learn that most women,
Yeah, you
They-
ain't
they
gonna
just
own
like
it. Yeah,
that.
they
they don't want you to know.
Who,
I don't want
yeah, you
to-
say your kid disappeared, like, why you had them put them kids through that?
The
No, they
fact
can't even fend for
Most
themselves.
of the women you get
They
with,
just feel the pain, you know, like, what, why I wanna be born living
30 men.
30 man. It's really like that,
They don't
bro.
want you to know. They would never tell you.
Fucking.
They'll keep it on the hush.
I remember dude said in the
They'll
rap
act as
song,
if
man.
though
He said this in the
they're
rap
safe.
song, Zoro.
You'll meet them and they'll talk about how they're practicing abstinence.
What you
They
just
haven't
said,
had sex in
Zoro.
4 or 5 years. Typical lies. Women will normally
What
tell
you just said to
that
me,
it's
see,
less
he
than
ain't
sex.
even
Say
finished
2
watching
years
this.
to 4 years the most.
Yeah,
Never believe that. It's a lie.
yeah, you know that, don't you?
Because once one man walks out the door, another man walks in.
Yeah,
That's just the way it goes, bro. Don't believe the hype. In this modern time, wickedness, hoarding, where
Bro.
everything is sexualized.
Why shit with you? She
Where
already got
vibrators
the
are being
nigga.
sold by dozens,
Who she gonna?
thousands, millions.
Who gonna replace you?
The average modern
go
woman
outside.
She with you. She already got your replacement.
Yep.
10 different types
She
of
already done.
sex
This
toys.
nigga fucked up. Oh, I
This is
don't
what's
like
going on
her
today.
no more.
But if I talk about it,
That shit crazy. I'm
I'm
gonna go.
back.
This shit be. Oh, I don't know how they be
see,
fighting.
women say they want brothers to be.
I don't know why
with
they
brothers
be
to
fighting on
and
these girls.
brothers to
What just Brazy said?
Or
Like
you
that
have
song.
men that actually stand up and teach.
One
their
nigga said in the club, he said like this,
Shout out
I'm in
to
the
Cool
club,
Jen,
these
see you in the
big
building.
girls up in here
Chef.
throwing pussy.
See you in the building, what's going on? All right.
Bro,
They don't want you.
You think girls out
When
here
it
throwing
comes to
pussy?
speaking the truth.
man, there is.
They would like for you to praise them in their
So
folly.
what, cause we the
See,
one
here on
with
Black
mad,
Male Advice
we
TV,
come.
We
not like other
see
content
this
creators.
shit.
You know, other content creators,
Yeah,
they don't focus on
yeah.
building. They focus on destroying. They don't focus on educating the public, educating the people. They focus on being argumentative,
No.
fighting, bickering back and forth. You know, typical Negro stuff that really does no benefit for anyone. But here on Blackmail Advice TV, we focus on educating the people, giving them knowledge and understanding to see the good, the bad, and the ugly, in hopes that somehow, some way, after viewing the content, after we take you on this journey, you will look at yourself and begin to make necessary changes. Because without change, nothing is going to become better. If you're a lady and you are struggling with the whole phase, you're struggling with just getting with this guy, random guy, it seems like it's the same thing over and over. You have a spirit on you. You are under a demonic oppression. You have what is known as lasciviousness. You need to break free from that demonic oppression that you're in, because it's not gonna get any better. You think you're having fun, but really you're not having fun. The only one having fun here is the devil, because your soul is required. In the end, it's your soul that you're gonna lose. All the men that you lay with, they don't care about you. They don't love you. They don't like you. All they use you for is to get off. And after that, the curtains go down and the party's over. You go back to your home with their DNA. They go to their life. Now you got to deal with the burden and the yoke of dealing with the spirit that you now carry. You see, ladies, every time you lay up with a man, you take on his spirit. This is not a game. This is serious business.
About to say you own nobody.
Whether he's good, bad,
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
fucking crap out
You
of
take on that spirit. A part of that man dwell with you. You're gonna find that your attitude change. You're having mood swings. You know, one minute you're up, down, happy, sad. You just can't seem to understand why you feel this way. You'll get with a good brother, push him away. You don't know why you keep pushing good men away. Every time you run into a good brother, who you know is a good man, you push him away. And then you allow the worst possible type of Negro to enter your body. Raw dog. This is what you do. Yeah. I'm talking to you.
Damn. Fucking the shit out your girl, boy. You think that should be happening, Zoro?
You have
Raw dog, and then putting that good dick in
because
her.
you want to explore.
Whatever, nigga. Bro, dog, that's fucked up.
You want to have fun while you're young.
Well, you think it's a lot of
So if
bad
you're gonna
moves
have
like
fun while you're
this?
young, then what it's gonna be like when you get older and now you want to settle down?
Yeah.
I guess the fun is over.
But that's true
And
what he
people
said,
wonder why
though.
most of their marriages are boring.
Yeah,
You see,
it did,
you
because
think
it happened. Yeah,
Having a
yeah.
whole phase means that you're gonna have this ultimate sexual experience. But truly, you're not. The best sort of sexual experience you can have is when you're a wife and you are married and you're in the confines of that union, and you and your partner are able to explore, develop, and learn, do this and do that, and find out. I hear a lot of women talking about this. About, I'm going through my whole phase and I'm trying to find myself and find out what I like sexually and what I like this and what I like that. Well, what about when you find out what you like, and then later on in life you settle down with a good brother, you get married, and all of a sudden his sexual performance is not on the same level as the 95 men you've been with? What are you going to do now? I'll tell you what you're going to do now. You're going to go right back out in the streets and you're going to open your legs. That's what you're going to do. Because you can't turn a hoe into a house.
Bro, on Drizzle Dollar Live today, his homie
And
came
it's
through there, he
interesting, in
real
today's
cool.
culture, it's something to be praised.
He said when he's
Imagine
doing
that.
this, like,
Women
helping out the
praise
kids shit,
being
one of
a
the
hoe.
boys was cussing out his mama real bad,
But
so
if
he
you
pulled him to
stand
the
up
side, like,
and
he talking to him, he said,
call
you
a
don't
woman a
know,
hoe in public,
you don't
she'll get
want to know,
offended.
you don't know what I be going through.
But
I
you
be
don't have a
getting tired of
problem
hearing my mom
coming
on
online
this shit, and different
and
niggas
telling the
coming in and
whole
out the
world
house.
that I am on a hoe phase and I'm sleeping around with everybody.
Real
Where's the
shit.
shame?
He said that's why sometimes you
I know.
can't judge a person
Zach,
first.
shout out to Chef for the super
He's,
chat. Says,
yeah, Joseph said some
single
slogan
mother
that was
have
tight,
more
though.
toys
He
than
said
little
you can't
girls
judge a person
in the
first, see what
90s.
they
Wow.
see what they got to say though to the reason why they
That's
say
true
that.
though.
Then you give
Don't
them
be
that
fooled, brothers. A
advice.
lot of these sisters out here,
Yeah, man, he just
they
said
got
that
a
shit.
lot of toys, man.
Yeah, they do. They do. But one of the
See,
girls I had sex with had
They
a toy.
think this is a game,
She
but
had a
it's a serious
vibrator
business.
on her.
You ladies that like playing with all these toys, man,
It's back in the
you
day.
don't have to do a
you
show
know,
on that. 'Cause
Yeah,
you are
you
really,
know.
really satanic.
We'll
Like,
talk about
literally.
that part later.
You are doing something that is, wow.
Yeah, that's true. You know that shit.
I mean, shout
Dumb
out
porn
to
sex and shit.
what is this? Jean Brown. Welcome to Team Ringo. I appreciate your support. Hope I pronounced your name right. I'm just gonna say Jean Brown. Appreciate your support. Welcome to the show. We are talking about modern single mother teach women to have a hoe phase. That is tonight's broadcast, and we are going to dive into it shortly, where we're going to see and hear from a young lady who is throwing away her life. A young lady that is attractive. I actually
Yeah,
put on her
man.
Twitter, and she's
Well,
a
I
beautiful
just tell
young
you
lady.
how today.
Sadly, her life is being
24,
destroyed
two
because she's
different
carrying a
ladies
spirit.
and both, she said
And-
both on crazy. I believe it, she said it.
It's just a horrible thing to see our women throw their life away.
It don't matter, they crazy,
The
but
best
it's
years
still
of their
two
life, their
different
youth,
men
their
at
prime, they
24
just throw it
though.
away. They give their life to the worst men.
If you're not married to now, one of
How
them.
many more? Because I
So
have
what that
many
mean,
more.
y'all preach to the
I have
whole
many
world.
more to show.
Or maybe they'll have,
Shout out to Rollo for the super chat.
and they think they made to have, they think they made to do what we supposed to do,
Lamentations
man.
Chapter 1.
They can't,
Verse
they can't have
2
multiple
says,
men, it just don't work out in their life like
She
that.
weepeth sore in the night.
Like
and
he
here
said, if you put 30 people,
her tears are
you
on her
leave 30
cheeks.
males in New York
Among
City
all
and leave them
the
for,
lovelies, the
remove all
lovers,
the women
she
there to
hath
populate the whole
none
city.
to comfort her.
Yeah.
All her friends
All 30
have dealt
help the man,
treacherously
yep.
with her. They are become her enemies. That describes the modern woman who is in the whole phase. That clearly describes her. All her lovers understand? They are become her enemies. Because see, all of these guys that you sisters that practice this whole face phenomenon, none of those guys are your friends. They're all your enemies. Every last one of those guys are going to be talking about you. Every last one of those guys. Sisters, y'all got to understand something. When you're a jump off, a booty call, just some woman who just give yourself to everybody, please understand that men are talking about you to all their friends. Because if you don't respect yourself, why would we respect you? Let's just keep it 1,000. Like, why would we respect you? And I ain't saying that these men are any better. Because if you follow my channel, you know that there is balance when I teach. I'm not one of these channels that just talk about single mothers all day and never talk about men. I talk about men as well. Most of these men today ain't shit. Because all they want to do is just use you, pump and dump, and throw you away. And they really don't give a damn about you. And none of them want to marry you. But see, if you open your legs, there's going to be a man that's going to line up. You have to understand that. If you're not trying to be a wife, you're just going to get used. And most of these brothers today, they don't want to wife up a woman. They just want to pump and dump. So as a lady, you have to understand that you're the gatekeeper. So as a gatekeeper, you have a responsibility to that gate. You know, when you go to a nightclub, the bouncer, his job is to make sure that everything goes good at the door. If he's not on his job, it can get ugly outside. So as a lady, you know, you're the gatekeeper. You're the one who opens the door for sex. You're the one who invite a man to lay with you, to plant his seed in you. So if you're not responsible with your womb, then men are going to take advantage of you by default. So take heed to the show, gain some understanding of what's happening, and judge yourself. If you are in this whole phase, you're a young lady that's in this whole phase, it's time for you to get out. It's time for you to stop opening your legs to all these men, because they're not going to do you any well. They don't care about you. Shout out to Next Level for the super chat. Appreciate your support. It said, keep Most High first, respect yourself, and work on bettering yourself. Stay focused, crying out loud. Learn from your mistakes. Learn from others' mistakes. That's true. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep the Most High first, man. But see, how many of you sisters are keeping the Most High first? Or are you just an atheist? Or are you like some of these guys on YouTube that really don't care for the Most High, but want to be within your company? You see, people, when it comes to this truth, when it comes to staying righteous, when it comes to being set apart, right? You got to stay away from evildoers. I'm going to be making some very heartfelt videos where I'm going to discuss how the wiles of the devil is destroying you. Because a lot of you really don't understand or have the discipline when it comes to removing yourself from a house of evil. You know, when I first came into the truth, I had a lot of different people around me that was no good. And I was in a lot of situations where I could have got caught up in a shooting, I could have got killed. There have been times I was in cars where people were hunting somebody down to kill them, and I'm in the car while somebody's hunting them down to kill them. And I had to think for a minute and say, you know, I'm doing this new walk. I got to change my ways. I got to change who I'm rolling with. And I had to move from different areas, because if you stay in the same way, you're going to get caught up. So as a brother and as a sister, if you want to overcome certain issues, you got to remove yourself from certain people. We're going to talk about that in another live stream. I'm most likely going to do another live stream tonight. So right after this one, probably in about an hour or so, I'm going to do another show. Let's see what we got. Shout out to Hulk Strong. Welcome to Team Ringo. Appreciate your support. Tonight's topic is modern single mother teach women to have a whole face. So, that being said, hope everybody had something to eat or have something to eat before you, some drinks, because we're going to get into this thing, some commentary and criticism. The Dub Man in the building. What's going on, brother? Shout out to B-Dub, man. Jacob Jennings in the building. What's going on? Brother Ryan in the building. What's going on? All right, all right. See, make sure I shout everybody out. I ain't missed nobody. Okay, all right. All right, y'all. Let's get into this. Let me play my disclaimer. You already gonna know how I do. It is what it is. Let's go.
That will allow citizens to reproduce, distribute, or exhibit portions of copyrighted motion pictures, videotapes, or video discs under certain circumstances without authorization of the copyright owner. This is for their use and is allowed for purposes of criticism, use of author, teaching, and public instructing picture copyright number 17.net.c107.
Okay. You're probably wondering, why I always play that? Well, because, you know, under fair use, you have the ability to
fair use, family.
portions of clips to pretty much share your commentary and criticism on a particular topic. A lot of times, people think that when you use their content, that somehow you don't have the right. No, the only thing you're not supposed to do is take a person's entire video and just have it playing on your page. Like you just like do a re-upload or a mirror. You're not supposed to do that. That will get you in trouble. But if you are using portions of a clip and you are talking and adding commentary, that's a whole new work besides the original work. So technically, under fair use doctrine, you can do that. So with that being said, we're gonna get into this show. Let me just read this 2 more super chats. Shout out to Coach for the super chat. Thanks for that. Posting a scripture. Ecclesiasticus chapter 25, verse 23. A wicked woman abateth the courage and heavy countenance and a wounded heart. A woman that will not comfort her husband in distress maketh weak hands and feeble knees. Yeah, you know, a lot of you brothers have to understand that a woman's job is to cater to you. But women today want to be men. They want to go out there and experience dick. They want to go out there and just allow men to ravish them. And then they want to settle down and become a wife later on in life after they old, after they hit the wall, 2 or 3 kids. Now they want to give the worst life, their worst life, they want to give to the good man. By giving their best life to the worst man. You see how it is? You see how backwards that is? They want to give their best life to the worst man. Then when they get in the wall, give their worst life to the good man.
Yeah.
That's how they do it.
I'm a prime example
crazy,
for
right?
what you said. I'm
That's how they do
in it now.
Shout out to
Remember when you
from
said by the
downtown.
time we get to 30?
He says,
Yeah, you looking
Say
at somebody
live
right now
for the
experience
ones
what
in
you
the
see
back
in the
that
future.
can't hear. If you're doing
That's
right,
why I see you, and that's why I
still
see
hanging
how
around
to
the
me
wrong
on the
people,
good guy
aren't
side, but I see
progressing.
you
That's a
when I
fact.
realize how the game
See?
is. You just younger than me and realize it.
Let me explain something for the
You
people,
you realize it younger than that, I think.
especially you brothers and you sisters that
When you
are
came to
in the
America
that
about,
follow me.
I say
Let
about
me talk to
20,
you for a second, 'cause I'm gonna make some
21,
videos
you
on
realize
this,
the
and
street
it's up to
side,
you,
yeah.
because I cannot walk everybody to the promise. You're gonna have to learn. This is why.
You came to a male at
You
19,
gotta
right?
learn how to walk quick. Ain't no
Huh?
plan. But I understand that
You
everybody
came to DC
comes
in
to the
19,
Most
right?
High. You have babes in Christ. You have people that
14?
it takes time for them to learn, time for them to get it, time for them to understand what's going on.
And how long you was there?
What you
From
have to
14
understand
to
is
what?
that Satan wants your soul. Once you understand that Satan wants your soul, and you understand that evil communications corrupt good manners, you have to learn what it means to remove yourself from evil company. If you're not going to do that, you're destroying your soul. Whether you're a man hanging out with wicked men or a woman hanging out with wicked women, you've got tough choices to make. Most High is not going to make those choices for you. Satan is not playing with you. He's very smart. He's very clever. He's very cunning. He knows what you like. He knows what you don't like. He knows how to seduce you. He knows all the tricks. If your weakness is women, he'll send women. If your weakness is money, he'll have everybody giving you a price. If your weakness is being around people, he'll get you caught up in that people bondage, where you feel like you gotta be around certain people. You don't feel comfortable if you're not around them. Satan knows how to move you. And if he can get you out of the will of the Most High, you'll think you're following the Most High, but you're with Satan still. If you're a woman, you gotta disassociate yourself with women that are doing the evil. You can't hang around women that wanna go out there living it up. If you trying to do what's right,
You know what you
gotta
see
cut
all
off
day on
everybody that's wrong.
Snapchat, what most girls
A lot of
doing,
people
like they
think that's
living
kinda
it up,
hard.
ain't
We're talking about your soul.
you really
They don't
ever
care
seen
about
when
your soul.
they just chilling
They wanna
like
hang with
me
the
and
devil.
you know what I'm
They wanna
saying?
hang out with everybody. Think everybody's
Like you
your friend.
never see the
Think
real
everybody's
life, you
cool.
always see them
Everybody is
vacation
not cool.
or in the club,
You have a
or
lot of enemies. Some enemies
they might
just
show
don't know
themselves
who they
a
are.
little bit, but
But if you're following the truth, trust and believe, you have a lot of enemies. A whole lot.
damn.
They don't want to see you with the Most High. They don't. Because they gain strength from you. Take that. Take that to heart, what I just said there, because we're going to talk more about that later on. We've got a lot of information to cover. So, with that said, let's get into this footage here. Let's see what's going on. Let's hear from this young lady and see exactly what modern single woman had to say regarding teaching women to have a whole faith. One more super chat. Let me read this out. Shout out to Herbert Harris for the super chat. Says shalom, brother Dingo. Brother Dingo. I hope that's a typo, bro. Ringo, I guess. This conversation about the black woman is something our black women need to wake up before it's too late. They will become old, alone, and bitter. Well, that's the truth. See, a lot of women today are
Zoro saying, boy, it's
media
gonna
right
be
now.
30 is the cutoff.
Look at all the top female
And
content
we're gonna
creators.
get
They're all
younger and younger, going they
all the
playing.
female content creators that hate men, always talking negative about men, telling the women.
Then y'all gonna be trying to take
that.
all the
And
niggas
it's
that
like,
got a
you don't need
bitch,
man,
then
you
it's gonna
get
get
mad.
like,
All those women are old and they're miserable.
yeah.
Because they had their shot, they had their chance. So rather than these women directing the sisters, the younger women, to do what is good, they're directing them to do that which is evil. There is scripture in the Bible which talk about, and the aged woman likewise should teach the younger women how to be chaste, discreet, keepers of their home, lovers of their own husbands. Why the mature women are not doing that? Mature sisters are not doing that because they don't care. They want to see the younger sisters fall in the same ditch. You understand? So it's very important that we speak on these issues. Because a lot of men, they're not focused on teaching this type of truth. They don't want to, listen, speaking this is not popular. What's popular is asking women, what is your dress size?
Hey, you got some water or
What's
something, bro?
popular is telling women that, they're average at best.
Let me get some water.
That's popular. Whatever I can do to make you laugh, entertain you, that's what's popular. I mean, nothing's wrong. Humor is cool. I can make you laugh. I can crack jokes here and there. But when you're not being said anything
What's that
spiritual,
behind you,
you're not
man?
learning
You got
nothing,
water in
you're
that,
not.
in that cup.
All right, y'all. Let's get into this. Ready? Let's go. Here we go.
Yo, what's happening? What's happening? Hold on, bro. What's good? What's good? Shout out to the person in the chat. Appreciate that, man. You part of forever. You part of hashtag we are forever. I appreciate the love, bro.
She had some situationships, a little bit of whole phase. Notice that when you hear situationships, those are like potential relationships, all sexual, never went nowhere. And on the side, she was having.
Hey, Lil Thero just stepped in the building. Hey, Lil Thero, come make your shout out, bro.
You on live?
Yeah, I'm on live. Appreciate that, bro. I appreciate that. Look, somebody on the look.
Hey, what up, home? Squad leader.
Shout out to my boy T.Y. Home. Subscribe to my boy channel. Oh, I see he was a moderator. Oh yeah, so he can block folk. I wanna see, hey, y'all gotta see if y'all got y'all as mods still.
She's saying that niggas are dirty out here, but yet she's taking dick from different.
Cause I made you and him on some time, made y'all moderators.
You're saying that men
Oh,
are
you
not
got the
drinking
sweet
water,
little
they're not
other
taking showers, they're not doing
the whole
this,
thing?
they're dirty. But yet you're encouraging our women to go out there and give their body to different men. So different men is
I was
placing
gonna
their
say, yeah,
eggplant
bro, I ain't
up
wanna
in
drink
them.
all of it.
But
They'll
that's
get a little
okay.
more sweaty.
That's not dirty. Our women are taking men's spouts and putting it in their mouth. But that's not dirty. That's okay.
What's
So
good, Holmes? How you been, bro?
Okay, right? Let's go.
Never look at your pH now, okay? And another thing,
She said it can mess up your pH balance. In other words, if a woman is just sleeping around with different men, it can mess up her pH balance. Well, if you know that it can mess up your pH balance, why are you out there pretty much putting yourself at risk of messing up your pH balance?
You feel it?
And the only way you can mess up your pH
Hell
balance
yeah.
is if you're having raw dog sex with these men.
It's like what I had.
So all of that talk about having protection is bullshit.
Is it that girl
Because we
shit?
know women are not having protective sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sex with a man one,
Yeah,
2, or
and-
3 times, and then the condom comes.
I don't know, damn.
It's
Don't be
mixed.
nice, brothers. A sister will have
Fuck,
sex with you
it's
with a
mixed.
condom, while at the
It
same
mixed
time
it
having
with
sex with
girl
another
shit
man raw
and
dog. Always
African
recognize
dude
the
shit.
game.
75,
It's
25.
not just you. It's somebody else there.
Damn.
Because
So
they're
you
going
got
through
you
this
got
physical
most of
phase,
their
and
shit,
you would
and you
never
got a
know
little bit of like the
what
African
sister
dude
is really
in
doing.
there too.
It can be innocent looking, you would never know. You gotta keep it on the low. It's all hush. Let's go.
if your pH balance is off, with him, you'll be okay? Because your yoni speaks for yourself, your yoni, your body, lets you know when you had a headache, there's something going on. When your nose is
No,
running,
I don't know yours, man. Cause you put some back in your shit.
stomach toes, and
But I know
it's
the other
so
bottles is-
your body speaks to you.
Yours, I can't really speak for though. They feel you, so I don't know. I don't know about
Topic
you.
at hand.
She's trying to
But
sound
the other
very
bottles,
smart,
yeah, they
but
mix.
actually she's
Other
very
ones.
naive and foolish. She's talking about her yoni and all this other stuff. Listen, if you're giving your yoni to everybody, right, you're putting yourself at risk to be destroyed. So, this young lady is delusional. She don't understand life. She didn't have a mother to teach her the ropes. She didn't have a father in her life. Nobody was there. Because she's
That's what I
literally
told,
out of control. And this is what's going on within the black community.
oh shit.
This is what's going on all around the world, where women are just coming out of the woodwork, proud to say things that they're saying. Like, it's very shameful to be a lady and come out in the public and tell everybody that you encouraging women to have a whole face. But then later on in life, you want a marriage phase. So all of these guys that are gonna potentially get married to you are marrying a whore. See, this is what we have. Somebody gotta give you the bad news. Ladies, you have to understand what you're doing. You are literally telling us brothers that in your younger years, you was a whore. But later on,
I know they hit y'all first. I know they hit y'all spirit, boy. Cause y'all see that shit. All the girls y'all age, y'all see that shit. And like, damn, you always. And then on top of it, hearts, it be like this, don't it? And no cap, you be like, the nigga ain't no ugly nigga either, but you still know you're a dirtbag.
Is important. Having sexual relations with
You
multiple
heard me
men is
though,
more
yeah.
important than learning
Yeah.
life skills.
Like you say, the nigga ain't ugly or nothing, but you know he ain't no good
Instead, you
though.
want to learn how to be a hoe.
The other dude don't be ugly, bro.
No, it ain't got nothing to do about that. I'm just saying, it just be, they be chasing after the wrong people.
Whole face. I don't recommend when you're doing whole face. I work in whole face myself. Now I did it sleep with every single day.
No, I'm not gonna do that. I was in the chat, I said,
In her lineup, she had a lineup of men brothers.
don't chase women, let them chase you. One girl responded, I forgot what she said. So like you feel, you say you funny, huh? But nah, see you funny, huh?
She really don't know.
Yeah, cause y'all know that's what it's really about. Just social media destroy their mind, all that fake ass attention.
Those are things that I think everyone should go through. You should
All these
you
niggas
should-
ain't
you
gonna
should
never
know
see you, but
sexually
they got
and
an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? When internet came out,
partners.
all that hacking and shit, niggas love when they can disguise themselves and say shit to people that they know they can't see,
My thing is,
and they
why do
respond
women
back
that
to
are going through the
you.
whole phase? Why do you
It make you
always say
feel like
someone's
you.
religious?
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want to face any sort of judgment or criticism, but you're
This
on
live?
public platforms expressing
Well, this
that you're
one?
technically a hoe.
This one.
Yeah.
But you don't want to hear
Mhm.
criticism. And then when someone speak and share their thoughts, you want to get mad and say, "You're judging me. You're judging me." See, this is what your mom and pop was supposed to do. They were supposed to judge you. They were supposed to criticize your actions. You understand? This is sad to see women throw their lives away. And nobody's there to school them. Nobody's there to say, "Hold up. What are you doing?" And this is a single mother, mind you. This young lady has a child. What is your son gonna think when he get older? He look online and see his mom talking about, I had a whole face. And his friends is looking at him like, "That's your mom." That's embarrassing, man. It's sad.
It was not for you, okay? But if you're not and you're grown, and shit, because we're all different grown, well, then with a healthy sexual appetite, like,
There's nothing wrong with a healthy sexual appetite. Do you see what the modern woman is doing today? There's nothing wrong with a healthy sexual appetite. How many times have I taught you brothers that the modern woman today is practicing polyamory? They'll tell you brothers that they don't support polygyny in terms of a man having more than one wife. But look at what the modern woman is doing. She wants to have multiple men. She don't want you to have more than one wife. So when you get with the average modern woman, this is what you deal with. That's why when I tell you brothers to practice polygyny and stop playing games, letting women rule over you, you have to understand when you get into a relationship with a modern woman, she's gonna come at you with that monogamy bullshit. You gotta tell her, "No, I don't practice monogamy. I practice polygyny." Now we can have a relationship, we can build, but later on in life, if it need be, I'm going to deal with another woman because I'm a man and I have purpose to fulfill. And the Most High created me that way, to be fruitful and multiply. He didn't create you to do that as a woman. But see, women want to be men. They want to go out there and live it up just like a man. Watch what she's going to say.
we need to get out of this shameful mentality of like, oh my God, like keep it in my hand, and I'm gonna be a burden to get married, and like, niggas don't think that way. Niggas don't think that way. Niggas don't think that way. They know what it like and know what it's not like, and they know how to sexually please. And women, we don't know. We don't know because we haven't experienced that because there's some shame about how we should operate or move.
See, the modern woman don't know how to move. She don't know how to operate. So she's trying to act and move like a man. You heard what she said. Oh, they're talking all this shame stuff, I could just be a virgin and wait till when I'm married. And then her excuse to justify the whole phase is, niggas are doing it. First of all, there's a difference between a male whoremonger who is out there smutting women out from a man that practices polygyny that has more than one wife. And a man that practices polygyny that has more than one wife do not have 100 women. He has to first start off with one and work his way up. In most cases, a man probably would have just 2 or 3 wives, probably 4 the most, especially in this world, in this time. But a man is going to have more than one woman. But there's a difference between righteous men and wicked men. More wicked men today are just smutting women out. They do not care. But you sisters, you open your legs for these guys every single day. Understand? She wants to be and do what men do. And I am in no way condoning men that just go out there, sleep around with women and leave. I, Ringo TV Raw, BlackmaleAdviceTv, do not endorse or support men who go out there, pumping and dumping, sleeping around, smashing and dashing, and leaving women with babies. I don't support that. I support men that'll meet a sister, get to know her, become one with her, make her a wife or concubine, and keep that woman in his life. Guide her, protect her, take care of her. Those are the type of brothers I support. Because they're not using women for sex and discarding them. They're keeping these women in their life and they're building family structure. That's what we need in the black community. But these ladies want to go out there and be men. And then later in life, they want one of you brothers to come in and make her a wife. And then on top of that, they want you to feel that they're the prize. How are you the prize when 85 men dealt with you? And then I got to take you under my wing, down the aisle, marry you, and you've been with everybody. What's so special about you at this point? What's so pure about you? I can't even say your pussy is mine, because everybody done had you. Everybody had your mouth. I mean, how many men you gave head to? How many men bust a nut down your throat? How many nuts you swallowed in your life? See, we gotta talk about this. Because see, nobody wanna talk about the real. We wanna sugarcoat everything and play games. But this old phase, brothers, is a serious thing. You sisters have to recognize what you're doing. You're taking in the DNA of many men. Many men. You're taking in their spirit. And then later in life, you're expecting to settle down. You're never going to be able to settle down. Because pair bonding is obsolete at this point. You're not going to be able to pair bond. Any man you get with that's quality, you're going to push him away. You know how many women I know that always push away good men? And they'll keep the wicked men, but they'll push away the good men. That's crazy, man. Shout out to Brown Hornet for the super chat. Appreciate your support, brother. Shout out to Herbert Harris for the super chat. Says, shalom, brother Ringo. My computer is set on autocorrect and hate it. These women are delusional and lack guidance and wisdom. No problem, I appreciate that. I know it was just an error and whatnot. Sometimes that happens. You know, you'll be texting somebody on your phone and you push the send message and you know, it ends up saying a cuss word or something like that. They write you back like, yo, bro, like, why you cursing now? I'm like, oh, snap, I don't know, I didn't say that's a typo, bro. It happens, man. I don't know why. It's like that auto type stuff, man. It's Satan. I don't know. Let me see. Shout out to Mr. Good Vibration 144. Super chat. Hold on. I pressed the wrong key. I was trying to press the clap, man. Damn. That was funny, man. Thanks for the support. Mr. Good Vibration 144 said, peace, King. I appreciate all the work you put in 100%. Appreciate your support, man. That was funny right there. I meant to press the clap and I ended up pressing the laughter tracks. All right, y'all. Let's get back into this. Let's hear more of what you guys say. Let's go.
Sexually. Now, some guidelines this, okay? You don't fucking niggas in the same circle. Okay? Circle meaning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 are all a group of friends, and
do you see what this young lady is saying? You don't have sex with men that are in the same circle. In other words, you have 5 guys. Do you see, brothers, what the modern woman is doing? You would think that when you run into a sister, she's single, she's not having sex, she's pure, she's trying to settle down. Brothers, think again. It's not the case. It's not the case.
you have sex with him, you have sex with him, you have sex with him, she has sex with you. You don't want niggas to be discussing you in a group, okay?
Notice what she said. You don't want niggas discussing you in a group. She don't want men to be talking about her sexual exploits with their fellow brother. In other words, yo, who's shorty? Oh, yo, I'm messing with her right now. Word, you messing with her right now? Yo, she give good head, bruh. That's what brothers do. At the end of the day, when they messing with thoughts, they messing with women that they just using them for sex. They talk about it. So she's basically telling women, if you want to mess with a couple of guys and they're on a group or they're friends, be careful because you don't want them talking about us. See, if the whole phase was so good, so pleasant, why would she be concerned with men talking about what she's doing or if they were with her intimately? Notice how she's trying to hide it. She's trying to hide it to appear innocent. She don't want all these guys to know that she's having sex with all of them. So she's basically saying, don't have sex with men if they're all friends. In other words, a good case scenario, you're on the job. You brothers, you can pretty much follow what I'm saying. You're on the job. There's a particular sister you like. She's fine, you like her. What you don't know, brothers, is this. The very same sister you like, she want to fuck with you. She like you too. Don't get it twisted. The reason why that sister didn't give you the time of day, I'm speaking to one of you brothers right now. The reason why that sister didn't give you the time of day is not because she didn't want to fuck with you. She's already fucking a dude on the job already. You better recognize that, brothers. I'm telling you real talk. It's not that she don't want to get with you. She like you. Trust me, she do. Every time you try to holler at her, she want to talk to you. She want to kick it with you. But she can't because she has a certain code. The code is don't talk to a bunch of guys that are friends on the job because it'll get back somehow. So while she's messing with that dude, she's gonna keep it like that. So even though other brothers on the job she like and she would like to kick it with, she's not gonna give none of y'all the time of day because women are disciplined under those circumstances because they don't want it to get out there that she's a hoe. They want to keep it inside. So even though one brother is smashing, she don't mind. She'll go get with another brother at another company or another location. That's how they do it, man. Keeping it 1,000. You know what I mean? Let me see. All right, let's get back into this.
You don't want that. You don't want niggas to be like, sitting in the club and then the homeboy from out of town be like, damn, she found this nigga like, that ain't hot, that's not cute. And now, friend.
Why it's not hot and why it's not cute? Why? Why it's not hot? I mean, if you're on a whole phase and you want to sow your royal oats and like, you know, coming to America, and you want to go out there and do your thing, who cares if the guys are talking about you? Who cares? Just let them talk. Let them just have fun. I mean, it's a whole phase. You're having fun. They're having fun. Just let them do whatever they want. See, the reason why you don't want that is because you know you're ashamed of what you're doing. If you're a sister and you're viewing right now and you feel those same sentiments as her, that's the shame that you feel. That shame is designed to let you know that you're wrong. See, a lot of times when you share the scriptures or you talk about the Bible, a lot of people that are anti-truth, they get offended quickly and they don't want you talking about the truth. But the thing is, even if we don't have scripture, inside of us, the Most High gave us a conscience, a guilty conscience, where we know when we're wrong. You'll be doing something and you know you're wrong. You know you're wrong. Your heart will start telling you. Your heart will convict you. So if you're a sister and you feel some type of way that men are going to be talking about you, that's your heart telling you that you're wrong. That's your heart telling you, no, you ain't right. No, you riding dirt. So you got to change your ways. You got to repent. You understand? Let's go.
They're going to talk about like it is just like, you know, they're like, and because what I learned is niggas are not going to talk about their girl or girl that they had sex with that was like emotionally attached. They're not talking about her.
Of course they're not going to talk about the girl that they're emotionally attached to because that's the woman they're trying to settle down with. I mean, if any of you brothers run into a woman and you're getting to know her and she's quality, you're not going to go share your personal business with your friends on the job. That's like you met a young lady, you were intimate with her, you kind of got a relationship going, and you're kicking it, y'all literally growing, and you could say all intents and purposes that she's your wife, technically. You're not gonna go out there and spread rumors or share what you do with this sister with other men, because you're protecting her at this point. You see her as valuable to you, so you're not gonna go out there and try to shame her and put her business out there. You know what I mean? Men that take a woman serious is not gonna be doing it. The only kind of men that are gonna be out there sharing your business are men that just have no respect for you. You see? But for her to be concerned is a sign that she knows what she's doing is wrong. You know? Let me see what's going on. Let's see. Approve this comment. Hulk says, what she wants to, I guess, say, what she wants to say is be a hoe undercover. Yeah, that's basically it. She want to be an undercover hoe, pretty much. Wear a cape that says, you know, like how Superman have an S on the cape, on the front and everything. She want to have a cape that have an H. You can figure out the rest. Let's go. Notice how she says a hit it and quit it, one night stand. Those are the type of women that guys will talk about. The one night stand, the hit it and quit it. But yet, a woman that's practicing the whole phase, she's typically the woman that is a hit it and quit it. So men are going to talk about her. She's a hit it and quit it. A woman that's on a whole phase, especially if you know a woman is on a whole phase. See, a lot of times you brothers, you don't realize this. When a woman is on a whole phase, she's not going to tell you that she's on a whole phase. She's going to use you to get her experiences. She's going to use you to have sex. She's going to use you for your company, for your time, for your experiences, even your money. She's not going to tell you, hey, you know what? I'm on a whole phase. That'll make it too easy. It'll be too easy. You know? She's going to act like she's trying to get into a relationship with you. She's going to make you become connected to her. And then she's going to leave you. See, brothers, women practice leaving men all the time. That's why it's so easy for a woman to get a divorce. Because they practice divorce their whole life. They get into relationships, break up, break up, break up. They break up so much. That's why women lead when it comes to divorce in this nation. Because they've been practicing divorce their whole life. They get into different relationships with different men, and they use them for sex. A lot of brothers don't notice. Women use men for sex. That's what the whole phase is for. Using you for different experiences. And what you're going to learn throughout this show is that when a woman is on a whole phase, she would give the worst man access to her body with ease. But when it comes to a quality man, she won't allow him to get no sex. You're going to learn that. Let's go.
I'll talk about that. What I need is like, you just don't do that. Just more friends. Wait till you see the whole group of friends first before you start cutting it.
Wow, wait till when you see the whole group of friendless before you deal with a man. Do you see what the modern single mother is doing? Now, mind you, this is a single mother. If you're now joining in on the show, this is a single mother. A woman that has a child is talking like this. You understand? This is not becoming of a woman that has a child. I would expect you to have more respect for yourself. You understand? If you're a young lady and you're in the boat like this, you gotta change your ways. Maybe you had nobody there to guide you, you had no father figure, no brothers, uncles to tell you, look, what you're doing ain't cool. As a young lady, you're throwing your life away. If you have a child, you fucked up earlier in life, you had a child, it is what it is. Okay, let's pick up the pieces, let's figure this shit out. You had a child young, you were out there being a hoe, a thot, whatever the case is, you had a baby, father wasn't home, the baby father not in the picture. Okay, we gotta get you back on track. Number one, you have a baby to take care of now. You have to become a mother. Being a hoe is not it now. Going looking out for men, that's not the thing right now. Right now is you taking care of your child. So the first thing you gotta make sure, do you have a job? You got a roof over your head? Do you have an education? What's going on with you? Because you gotta provide for this child right now. You're not supposed to be out there trying to have a whole phase when you got a life that you got to raise. And I think that a lot of sisters in today's culture, they got it all mixed up. They think just because they're young, even if they have a child, they can't miss out on a good time. So when they go out there and be a hoe and get pregnant again and have 2 or 3 more kids, and now I'm a single mother, bitter and mad and angry. I submit to you that what we see in today's culture, where you see a woman with 2, 3, 4, 5 different kids with different baby daddies, that's the result of a woman that was on the damn whole phase. That is what you call a woman that was on the whole phase. She didn't take heed to what she was doing, and now she destroyed her life. Now she's single, alone, and miserable. It's not because she's doing this by choice. She destroyed her life. And because she's occupied with her children, occupied with her kids, she had no time to pretty much put into a relationship to build with a quality man. And because she has so many different spirits of different men on her, she's unable to pair bond with that man. She's unable to allow her emotions to bond to that man. Brothers, sisters, pay attention. When a woman is on a whole phase, she loses all emotional attachment. So while you brothers are dealing with them sexually, you might catch feelings. The woman that's on the whole phase is catching no feelings, brothers. None. She's not catching no feelings with you. You might be like, but I like her. I wanna be with her. She don't want you, bro. She don't see you as a potential mate. She turned off her feelings. Brothers, I taught this years ago. Women can turn off their love, their emotions like a light switch. And before you know it, they have no feelings for you. You could be falling in love, they don't have no love for you. And you're like, man, I really like this sister, man. I really do. But she don't like you like that. She turns off her emotions. She's only in it for whatever she can get out of you. You could tell her, I love you, I love this, I like you, I really do. You could share your heart. None of that matters. It goes out one ear, out the next. You don't care. You have to recognize that, brothers. When a woman is on a whole phase, she has no attachment to these men, meaning emotional. She's not in love. She don't care. She's just going after that experience. That is what's going on. Show shout in the building. What's going on? What's going on? Show shout is in the building. Give it up. All right. Let's go.
Okay. And also, I think a woman should live alone and she should not live.
She said a woman should live alone. There goes the independent black woman spirit. She said she believes a woman should live alone. Now, when she says a woman should live alone, what she's basically saying is that you have no man there to tell you what to do. You have your freedom to be with whoever you want. You can go, come when you want, party, BS, do what you want. You don't believe me? Okay, listen to her tell you.
What that feels like to pay her own bills, to not have to ask anybody, to go out to the club and come home, pick her up wherever she wants to walk around naked. Like,
to walk around naked. What are you walking around naked for? I mean, you brothers have to wake up to reality when it comes to this whole phase and how destructive this behavior is. She want to be able to go out, party, come home when she wants. See, a woman who is married, she knows she just can't go out and come home at 3, 4 in the morning. Because her man is going to know that she's having sex with somebody. Men are not stupid. We're not dumb. There's certain things that just don't supposed to be done if you're a married woman. You know what I mean? What are you going out for and you got a husband? What are you going? Where are you going? And where are you going dressed up like that? You're out there trying to entice some man. A wife keep her ass home, taking care of them kids, taking care of that house, and catering to her man. If you want somebody to fuck, you got your man at home. If you want some dick to suck, you got your man at home. Why are you out in the street? Why are you at the club? See, she wants women to be alone. That's the independent spirit. And you're wondering why most women 40, 45, 50 are alone right now. They got their own house, they got their own car, their bank account looking good, but they single and got no man. Why? Because they want freedom. They want to be liberated. Oh, let's hear her say it. Let's go.
Be liberated. It's really what it's just she's liberated. She knows what she wants. She's learning what she wants, and
She's learning what she wants. She's knowing what. So let me get this straight. You got to go out there, experience different dick in order to learn what you want. I don't understand how modern women feel that as a woman going out there and experience different eggplant is going to somehow teach you what you want. Like, this is a sad, sad situation here. Because you're not going to learn what you want. Because by the time you hit 30, 35, 40, you're expected to settle down with a quality man. And let's just say, for example, that you ladies actually get with a man and get married. If that man don't live up to the standards of what you like, guess what you're going to do? You're going to go right back to the streets. You're going to be cheating on your husband. Why? You've been practicing it your whole life. Should be pretty easy to do, right? I mean, it ain't nothing. Just wait for the UPS man to come to deliver his package.
learning herself, there's nothing wrong with that. They're protected.
Notice he said there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with doing what she said. Now watch this. Listen to what she says here. Let's go.
There's nothing wrong with that. They're protected. But also what you do not want to do is have sex with them in the same week. Okay? Now that's not.
She said you do not want to have sex with a nigga in the same week that you would with another. In other words, you're dealing with different men in the same week. Now, why would she say that? I submit to you, and all in overflow, that when a modern woman gets pregnant in today's day, she says, well, the father is just a deadbeat, he left, he's not there, I don't know. The truth is, she don't even know who the father is. She really don't. Because she was having sex with more than one man in the same week. And when a woman is on her cycle, it's a certain period of time she can get pregnant. So if two men are dealing with her at the same time, she won't know who got her pregnant. And when a modern woman is having sex with 4 different men in the same month, and she's on her period, man, and you wonder why they got these talk shows, you are not the father. Oh, we got the results. The DNA test says that Mark is not the father. But wait, we have 8 more men to judge. Barry, you are not the father. John, you are not the father. Derek, you are not the father. Anthony, you are not the father. Marcus, you are not the father. William, you're not the father. Adrian, you're not the father. Marquise, you're not the father. Who the hell is the father? Who is the father, man? I don't know. She go running off the stage, run to the back of the room. You know, they come over there trying to console her. I don't know. Well, is there anybody else you were with? That is what we got to deal with, brothers. And ladies, I know you're listening. I know you got a friend that's in that same boat. Sometimes you might be in that same boat. What are you willing to do to change your ways? You know? What are you willing to do? Shout out to from downtown for the super chat. Says, facts, brother. If our women realize that feminism and women's rights had nothing to do with them, we would have to pick their face up off the floor. Yep. It's a long road to recovery. I'm telling you right now. the road to recovery for our women, it's a serious, serious business, man. And these are young sisters, man. Keep that in mind. These are young women. When you see older women on YouTube talking crap, all of those women already done been through that phase already. And they're bitter, they're angry that they never got to settle down and do what they need to do. And you got a lot of women faking like they married online. We're gonna do a show about that. I'm tired of seeing that nonsense. We have a lot of women out here faking that they are married when they know they're not. They're miserable. And they teaching and leading our women wrong. Making them feel like you gotta go out there and get the bag, girl. Don't worry about these men, you gotta get what you want. You know, there's one particular woman, I'm gonna do a video about her too. You're gonna see that show. We're gonna do a show pretty much criticizing her work too. I'm gonna start to do that. Because we gotta make you sisters be stirred away from these type of women that are witches and warlocks. You know, Satan's teachers. There's a lot of female voices in these spaces that are leading you sisters astray. Teaching you how to be thoughts, gold diggers, and the list goes on. And it's bad. This is a young sister, and she destroyed her whole life. Imagine how many bodies is on this young sister. Imagine that. Man, sad. Very, very sad. Let's go.
What we're going to do is this because, again, pH balance, dirtiness, BV, bacterial vaginosis, all of.
How can you sit there and talk about bacterial vaginosis and you're out there practicing the whole face? I mean, this is crazy. It's like you're out there sucking dick, you know, riding dick, experiencing all these different men, kissing up on all these different men. You're doing all this stuff with your body, and you want to have the nerve to talk about bacteria vaginosis when you taking in all of the disease and bacteria from all these different men that you don't know? And I don't want to hear that you're using protection. I don't want to hear that nonsense. You know what I mean? I talked about this type of stuff many times. People will use protection when it's time to have intercourse. In other words, you know, ravishing her with your rod. They'll tell you, oh, wear a condom. But when it comes to oral sex, nobody don't wear condoms. This is the type of hypocrisy that I see all the time. And when I speak on it, people get upset about this. I mean, how many people get head with a condom on? Where my crickets at? Where my damn crickets? How many people? I don't know nobody that get head and they wearing a condom. The condom is off, which means she's sucking dick at that point. So she's sucking dick, right? In the process of her sucking your dick, she's taking in your bodily fluids at that point. That's DNA. So women that are on the whole phase, typically every guy they get with, they're giving head at the same time. Now think about this picture, brother. You getting with a woman. She's 35. You like her, she cool. You trying to make her your wife. But you don't know. She already was on a whole phase. She has 70 bodies. Out of those 70 bodies, she had to give at least 60 of those brothers head. Not only that, she swallowed nuts, semen, sauce, saliva, you name it. She took in DNA, got pregnant, had a few abortions, you name it. That's what the whole phase does. And then she's given to you to become your wife. Congratulations. That's what women are doing today. Ladies, you are literally giving the best years of your life to wicked brothers that don't give a fuck about you. You're giving the best years of your life to men that don't care. And then you want to repackage yourself, wear a dashiki, wear a head wrap, talking about your conscience, and now you want a man to marry you because you feel you're the prize. After everybody had him. So when you get with this brother and you're intimate with this brother, and this brother decides he's going to practice oral sex on you, and he tried to go boldly where, well, we can't even say where no man has gone before. But when he tried to go down on you, that brother got to deal with your bacteria, vaginosis. He got to deal with the cottage cheese that's inside of you. He got to deal with all of the spirits that is inside of you. He got to deal with the residue of semen that's inside of you. This brother think he's pleasuring you, not realizing that while he's pleasuring you, all the DNA of all the men that you had and allowed in your womb is coming down through your vaginal walls, and he's consuming all those spirits too. That's damn disgusting. And that is what you brothers are subjecting yourselves to. Look, don't blame me. I'm just the messenger. I'm just giving you truth, raw and uncut. Because a lot of young ladies, they don't know about this stuff. A lot of young ladies are growing up. They watching social media. They can't wait to go out there and have sex. They can't wait to have a whole phase. They can't wait. Because their mom is not teaching them nothing. All their mom and their pops tell them is, wear a condom. Wear a condom. A lot of young ladies are in heat. And they're out here fresh as ever. Going out there and living it up. Nobody's telling them that. Nobody's guiding them. But if I speak on the matter, I'm the bad guy. I'm too harsh. I'm too critical. No, you have to be harsh. You have to be very critical. Because in order to stir our women from the devil's den, you got to give them the truth, raw and uncut, so they can understand it. Sisters, most of these men don't care about it. They just care about busting nuts. That's all they care about. Have they talked about wifing you up? Ladies, if a man didn't talk about making you his wife, he just wanted to use you. Now, if a man want to make you his wife and you don't want to be his wife and you just want to do whatever you want to do and go your way, hey, that's not that man's fault. You chose that road. Shout out to Micah Robinson for the super chat. Or Mika Robinson. Micah says, if the body count is not over 100 by 20, they ain't a modern woman. But the thing is, a lot of these young ladies are not even 20 years old and already done have like 30 bodies. Literally. A lot of young ladies, not even hitting 20, they already done have like 30 bodies already. Because they just get with this guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. And a lot of them is older brothers too. Because most younger sisters always deal with older men. This been going on way back in the damn near 80s, early 90s. Sisters always been dealing with older men. That's just the way it always been. Car pull up, sister's out with that dude. We looking at her like she was just jumping rope, but then she just left mysteriously with some dude. And we young brothers, we just playing basketball, freeze tag, we don't care. But when you really think about it, back then, all those young sisters were getting their back on them. All of them, every last one of them. Shout out to Pineapple. What is it? Pineapple. Can't even see it. The name is too long. I'll just say Pineapple. I see the Pineapple thing there. Let me see. Superpower book. Okay. All right. This is not making any sense. Let's just play around with this. Superpower book. Do you believe that? Brown bacon, science. I mean, do people just come in here and just say any crazy stuff like, Am I the only one that's seeing this nonsense here? I don't really get what's going on here. Like, what does your comment, like you super chatted to post that map. This is crazy, man. Anyway, let's get back to the show because I just don't, listen, I have people that actually come to my page, right? And super chat me, then insult me. It's like that's madness, right? Like I don't understand this mess. Like I'm not here to listen to stuff that makes no sense. We're having a serious show. This person just coming here talking some madness about some game or some we don't tolerate that here. You know, this is a serious topic. I laugh, I joke around when I joke around, but that type of nonsense we ain't gonna have that here. You know? Anyway, let's get back to this point here. Let's get back. Thanks for the super chat, though. I appreciate it.
Those things that you're young, you can fuck up and you not get an STD. Like, there's other things that are not STDs that are still a viral infection that can just mess up all of that that's in there. Okay, we want to do that.
How about you just not sleep around? If you're not sleeping around, you don't have to worry about all these infections. You don't have to worry about none of that nonsense. See, the reason why people come into shows and do stupid crap like that is because they're thirsty for attention. It's all about attention. You know, they get kicks out of that. That's why I told y'all that when it comes to Kevin scandals, women don't call his show because they sincerely want advice. They call because they just want to hear themselves. They just want to say, I was there. They're not being helped, but they just want the attention. You see what I mean? Now, if a woman want to avoid all these venereal diseases and sicknesses and bacteria, how about you just keep your legs closed and stop sleeping around with all these different men? Because you're putting yourself susceptible to all of the nonsense. I mean, have you ladies ever dawned on this and think about how much dick you suck? See, somebody got to keep it 1,000 with me. Think about how many dicks been in your mouth. And think and consider, would you want to marry you if you were a man? Would you want to marry you if you were a man? Sisters, ladies, if you were a man and you were looking at yourself, would you want to marry yourself knowing what you've done with your body? But you'll try to shame a brother into marrying you like, well, you know, you gotta be man enough, you know, only a real man can settle down with a woman like that. You know, a man that feels some type of way, he's insecure. You're just insecure. No, I'm very secure. I just want to know, I don't want my woman to have been swallowing a bunch of nuts, you know what I mean? And then I have to come behind and kiss her. Like, I don't see that as something that's healthy and good for me, knowing that here I am trying to tongue kiss my woman, but her mouth been filled with semen. You know, that stuff, I picture that type of stuff. Like, how many nuts was in her mouth? How many nuts did she swallow and enjoy? And here you are coming down the aisle to marry her. You may now kiss the bride. Well, you know, if I can speak to the congregation, you know, when I first seen her, I was so madly in love. Honey, you're so special. I always dreamed of you. I prayed to the Lord. And now I have the opportunity to finally kiss you. I waited my whole life for this. People in the background like, bruh, don't do it. No, brother, don't do it. You got some of her ex-lovers in the audience like, bruh, that brother don't even know what he getting involved into, man. They sitting there waving at her and whatnot like, She know good and well she gave him head, but she keep it quiet. No. You there with your shiny suit on talking about, Lord, I just want to praise him. I just want to praise him. Oh, yes, he's Lord. I just want to praise him. You know, Lord, I'm so thankful right now for this woman that you gave me. You said that he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. And I am thankful, Lord, for this woman that you sent me. And she's sitting there, she knows good and well that she's been throwing it back to different men. Had her back door blown out. She's been in threesomes, getting double penetration. See, a lot of you brothers, you don't know about this. I'm trying to help you out. Sisters, they're not going to tell you this. Remember, it's all about being hushed. A lot of sisters that are literally doing this, they be getting involved in threesomes. They want to experience everything. The woman that you might be with right now was experiencing double penetration. Yes, that's right. Anal and vaginal penetration at the same time. So men done ravished that woman out. They literally broke her in. So by the time you get with her and you start doing certain sexual acts with her, you're like, damn. Like she's just taking this like it ain't nothing. She giving you head, she deep throat your entire rod. You're like, what? How is it that you know how to do all this stuff? And she's like, it's nothing. Oh no. On the contrary, it's something. She's been fooling around with different men, brothers. She's been fooling around with different men. And she's not going to tell you dark secrets. Let's go. Let's listen to some more.
And to eliminate, drink your water, and have sex with him on Wednesday. You don't even want to do it on a Tuesday and then do it on a Sunday. You want to keep it at least like a 2-week type of time frame, okay? Because that's just,
She basically said that if you're going to be dealing with different dudes, right, and you're during your whole phase, you want to keep it like on a 2-week interval, like, you know, you don't want to be having like one guy on Monday, then you're dealing with the next guy on Wednesday. You don't want to do that. You know what I mean? That's not what you want to do. So basically she's saying, if you're going to pretty much have sex with different men, do it like every 2 weeks. That way you can know who the father is in case you get pregnant.
just on the off chance that you have unprotected sex with one nigga, and then 2 days later you have this another one, now you're in a position where it's like, okay, how can she get pregnant? You don't know who your daddy is.
Now, notice this. I don't think you peeped what she said. I don't think you peeped what she said. Let's rewind that back a little bit and see if you can play that piece.
Right, okay, because that just, and then just on the off chance that you have unprotected sex with one.
Unprotected sex. Do you see what I've been saying, man? She said, just by chance, if you had unprotected sex and you got pregnant. See, during the whole phase, women have unprotected sex. Don't believe none of this BS. Women want to feel raw meat. They'll have 1 or 2 guys that they use condoms with, and then they'll have 2 or 3 guys they use no condom with. Or they'll have 5 guys they use a condom with, and 1 guy, he just raw dog her. And that's how they doing it, man. And then they expect to get married later in life and be sexually fulfilled with that guy they had, when the whole time during their youth, they were practicing polyamory. This is sad. And then whoever's the sore loser who married her, she's gonna trap him under monogamy and tell him, you gotta only be with me and just me for the rest of your life. It's crazy, man. Hope everybody is enjoying the show. Again, on this channel, we deal with everything raw and uncut. We don't sugarcoat everything, nothing. We just literally give you the truth. Bottom line, no sugar, no candy cane, none of that nonsense, just raw truth. All right, let's get back into it.
Nigga. And then 2 days later, you have this another man in a position where it's like, okay, now I should you get pregnant, you don't know who your daddy is. And we don't want that for you, sis, okay?
Now, she said we don't want that for you, sis. How many of our women are pregnant right now and don't even know who the father is? How many women right now are pregnant and don't even know who the child father is because you've been out there being a hoe? See, Kevin Samuels, he's not going to teach you this. He's not going to tell you this. See, all of these so-called high-value men, all they want to do is pump and dump. They're not trying to settle down. They're not trying to have a life. You sisters got to wake up and stop getting played. Real talk. We need to teach our young ladies better. The mature sisters got to get off their high horse, stop being jealous of the younger sisters, because we all know that older sisters a lot of times be jealous of the younger sisters because the young sisters is now having the opportunity to get it right. And most older women done messed up. Y'all got to learn how to teach the younger sisters to stop playing games. If anybody that knows the scriptures, can someone post the scriptures that talk about the elder woman and how they are to teach the younger women to be chaste, discreet, keepers of their home, to love their husbands. That way we have the actual scriptures so that people can see it in the overflow. But you know, we have a lot of people that's in the overflow viewing and they refuse to become members so that they can post comments in the chat. You know, I want them to see the scripture. And I encourage you, if you're in the chat or you're in the overflow, to join the channel. Become a member, Team Ringo, so that you can participate in the live chat. Because once the video stream is over, comments are disabled. So you won't be able to comment on any of my videos when it's done. That's how I do business here. Now, you can go by other platforms and curse people out, troll, argue, leave stupid comments. We don't do that here. I don't care for any comments after the show. Right now is your opportunity to share your thoughts. But don't waste your time becoming a member or post a super chat just to post something stupid. Because it's like you just wasting your time. Like you're giving me money to do stupid stuff. Some people are like they're on that short bus. I don't know. Right? All right, let's get back into this. Let's go.
So, to alleviate all of those problems, keep it a 2-week time frame.
Keep your whole phase at a 2-week time frame. So, brothers, this is basically what's happening in today's culture. The modern woman or the modern single mother is having sex with different men every 2 weeks. That's what's going on. She's telling women to keep your sexual escapades pretty much every 2 weeks. So every 2 weeks, get with another brother. Don't do it like all in the same week. Do it every 2 weeks, have sex. This is what's going on. And a lot of times, women be thinking that brothers are out here just smashing and dashing and having sex with women every damn day. Real men are not having sex with women every single minute. That's why I laugh at dating coaches, because they're not really doing this. They're not. Men that work and have jobs, careers, businesses, they're focusing on making money. They're not focusing on how much women they bang. Yeah, you have spare time here and there. But at the end of the day, men that are family men, businessmen, they're focused on their goals. Now, whoremonger males, they're pumping and dumping women. They don't care for women. They don't care for structure. They just use women. And the women who give them any play are dumb as hell, too. So it's a win-win situation. Both parties are happy. Let's see what we got here. Shout out to Guerrero for posting scriptures. Appreciate that. All right. Let's see what we got here. Titus chapter 2, verse 3 to 4 says, the aged woman likewise, that they be in behavior as becometh holiness, not false accusers, not given too much wine, teachers of good things, that they teach the young women to be sober, to love their husbands, to love their children, to be discreet, chaste, keepers at home, good, obedient to their own husbands, that the word of God be not blasphemed. See? The aged woman is supposed to teach the younger sisters to do that. So why are our young sisters out here wanting to be hoes? Why are our young sisters opening their mouths and allowing men to bust nuts down their throats? Sisters, why are you putting yourself through this type of abuse? Why are you allowing men that don't love you, men that don't respect you, to nut up in you and get you pregnant? And then you want to turn around and blame him for not being there when he didn't want to be there. Now, of course, you signed for the package. And if you're a brother and you get caught up in a situation like that, and the woman put you on child support, you deserve it. Because if you don't want a baby, brother, then why are you busting nuts in that sister? So if you don't want no children, let me say it country style. If you don't want no children, stop busting nuts in these women. Just saying. You see? Let me see. Tavon said, we need to teach both daughters and sons not to go out and be whoremongers. It starts from our youth because most likely the parents are dysfunctional. To balance out your comment, I would like to say the following. The Bible says, train up a child when they're young, and when they're old, they will not depart from what you teach them. These are all biblical truths. At the same time, we can only do but so much as parents. We can only teach what we know, but at the end, our children still gotta make choices. So, a parent can be there and teach their child well, and the child still grow up and do the evil. There are dysfunctional parents out there, that's true. Yes, some parents do need to take the blame. But to balance it out, there are situations where you can teach your child, your son, your daughter, everything that's right. And they go out there and do the very opposite. All you can do is just love your child and hope for the best. All you can do is pray that the Most High protect them and give them the right, choices to make. Because most of us that are adults and parents now, when we were young, we knew right from wrong. And still, we did the evil. Because we still had choices. I grew up around friends that did a lot of stuff. I didn't choose to do what they did, because I knew better. I made good choices to do what was wrong. We had some sisters, they got pregnant early, and we had some sisters, You know, they didn't get pregnant early. Understand? And back in the day, if you were a sister and you got pregnant, your mom, she would send you out of state. She would send you, you know, to country somewhere to other family relatives because it was a shame. It was shameful to have you out here walking around with a belly in the neighborhood. So they would ship you off to, you know, somewhere outside of wherever you located. Then once you have the baby, about 2 years or whatever later, you'll come back, and the excuse would be that you got married or, you know, you were in a relationship and you had a baby and the guy left, you know, because they didn't want to shame you. But that's typically how they did things back in the day. You know, because it was embarrassment to see a young girl with a belly. You know, and especially when the guy left and he's not there. Right? Let's go.
Also, don't forget in the same circle, and
She said, don't fuck a nigga in the same circle.
keep it wrapped up, okay? And
She said, keep it wrapped up, but we all know that women, when they're on the whole phase, they don't wear condoms and they don't keep anything wrapped up. See, let me explain something to you people. Even if a man is wearing a condom, right? Right? All right, picture this. Because I heard this same thing back in the day from a famous comedian. So I want to make sure, if any of you know who the comedian is, you can put the name in the chat, just to give them credit. Because, you know, I don't steal people's talking points, and I like to give credit where credit is due. But I remember back in the day, there was a comedian that said something along the lines of, you know, you can wear a condom when you fucking a woman, but what really is protecting your balls from smacking against that wet pussy? So even if you're wearing a condom, are you really protected? Because last time I checked, when that pussy is wet and all those juices is there and you're all up in her, all the wet pussy juices and everything is all over your nuts, it's all over the place, then she's giving you head with no condom. So where is the real protection? There is no protection. There is none. There was a comedian that said that. Let me see. I don't know who was the one that said it, but it is what it is. It was a comedian back in the day. Forgot who it was. Was it Martin? I don't know if it was Martin. Was it the brother that had died? What's his name? Bernie Mac? I'm not sure if it was Bernie Mac. It was one of the greats. Maybe it was Richard Pryor. I don't know. But somebody had said that on stage, and everybody bust out laughing because it made perfect sense. Here you are with a condom on, thinking you protected, but all the juices from that woman is all over. Your sweat is all over her. Y'all really protected, right? No, you're not. Let's go.
you should get tested. Okay.
Make sure you get tested. Why are we going through all of this stuff? You're going through all this stuff. You're getting tested. Do you really think women on the whole face is doing this? They're not doing this. They're not getting tested. They're not doing nothing. They're just out here getting banged by different dudes, man. Picture them going to the hospital. What are you getting tested for if you're protected? Why are you getting tested if you're protected? I'll say it again. Why are you women getting tested if you are wearing protection? The truth is, you're not wearing protection when you're on your whole face. You're not. So stop lying. Let's go.
If you're, you know, I want a healthy sexual appetite. Healthy. It was this one. Healthy. All right. Now.
Healthy? How could your sexual life be healthy if you're experiencing different men? That's not healthy. That's unhealthy. Where's the logic in that? You're screwing around with different men and you want something to be healthy. No, if it's healthy, it's with one person. See, as a woman, you were designed by the Most High to be with one man for the rest of your life. For the rest of my life? I don't want to be with no one man for the rest of my life. You're supposed to be with one man for the rest of your life. You're supposed to experience only one eggplant. Only one. If you ask a lady, do size matter? She'll say, yeah. You know why? Because she's been through a whole phase. Because if you're a woman and you are a virgin, the first man that lay with you, no matter the size of that brother, it will be enough for you because he's the only man that you dwelt with. The reason why size matter to you now is because you have been ravished by so many different men that when you get with different brothers, he may not be as well endowed as that other brother. Or he may not have enough reach to reach back there in the back of those walls. He might be lacking an inch or two to hit it deep in the back. So when you get with a brother and he's a little short, he might not be bad, but he's not like the mandingo you were dealing with. Or you might have a brother that might have the reach, but he don't have the girth. So now you're sexually frustrated, you go and get a couple of vibrators and sex toys. I mean, I heard of stories of brothers going to deal with a woman and he found the damn dildo in the woman's drawer. And when he looked at it, and then he looked at it himself, he started laughing. Because he's like, damn, if she's playing around with this, surely she ain't gonna like me. Might as well I just go right now. It's the truth. You know, it is what it is. I mean, somebody gotta tell you the truth, man. Anyway, let's go.
If you are not comfortable with a sexual appetite and having multiple partners, you can talk to more than one person. Shit, you can talk to more than one person in a friend group. Okay, there's nothing wrong with that. Niggas do it all the time. And we need to get it out of the mind frame of like, just, it's about you. Be selfish.
Be selfish. She said niggas do that too. Do you see? It seems like everything women do when it comes to the whole phase is to mimic what a man do. Ladies, you get pregnant, men don't. You pose a risk of getting pregnant, men don't. Now, men can get you pregnant and pose a risk of getting on child support. Oh yeah. Let me balance it out. But what I'm saying is, you're the one that's carrying this baby. For 9 months, a baby is kicking inside of you. You're going through all these changes, gaining weight, all sorts of issues. And on top of that, you're not even married. You're dealing with all the emotional trauma, all the hurts, all the pains. This is what you gotta deal with. Why subject yourself to that? Why? Why go through those pains and horrors? It makes no sense. How many more men is that young sister gonna get with by the time she's 35, 40? Then she's gonna wanna get married. It always happens, people. Let's go.
It's about you, okay? Now, if you want to talk to him and get to know him, and he takes you on a date, and he buys you this, and he fixes your car, do that. There's nothing wrong with that.
What?
Do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Do that. There's nothing wrong with that. Because that's when you know what you want, because women don't know what they want.
They don't know what they want. Women don't know what they want. Do you hear this, young lady? You can talk to him, you can talk to him, you can do this, you can talk to him, you can talk to that, you can do this, you can talk to him, you can talk to him. Do that. It's okay. There's no problem. It's okay. You can do whatever you want to do. They don't know what they want, brothers. They really don't.
Okay, we don't experience life like how men experience life.
See? How men experience life. They want to be men. That's what they want to do, brothers. Shout out to Chef for the super chat. Appreciate your support. He said, I think it was Bernie Mac. I guess, all right. You think it was Bernie Mac that I was talking about? Yeah, I think that was his talking point. It had to be because it was so funny, man. I'm gonna have to look it up. Now I'm gonna probably Google that after I get off the stream and look it up and see. It probably was Bernie Mac, man, because he was like a very, very funny comedian back in the day. That's what got him famous. He used to always say a lot of slick stuff. People used to be laughing, man. But yeah, you see how she want to be a man, how she wanna compare herself to a man. Men do this, so it's okay for women to do it. That's basically what she's saying. Let's go.
Because we don't experience life like how men experience life. And because we don't experience life like how men experience life. I know things. This is great. You know, I learned what I want, I learned what I don't want, I learned that a relationship is for me. And
So you can't learn what you want and what you don't want in a relationship with a man. You have to be a whole in order to learn what you want and don't want. Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, you're going out there to destroy your body and your life, to learn what you want and don't want, and then you want to settle down with a man, and now nobody wants you. This is crazy, man. Let's go.
you know, I don't want good streets, and I don't want to be in the street. A relationship is for me, and you know, I don't want good streets, and I don't want to be in the street, and I don't want good streets, and I don't want to be in the street, and I don't want good streets, and I don't want to be in the street. But that is not.
You are for the streets. When you give your body to every man, you belong to the streets. Because when you think about the choices that you're making when you get with a different man here, a man there, and then later online, you online talking about, you know, I really want to settle down and get with a man. Is it possible, Ringo, that I could get with a man? No. Sorry, but you're not going to get with no man. Because see, you don't understand that. Life is not a game. You cannot go out here, get with all these different men, and then later on in life, you think this is a game show where you can just go up there and get a guy who's just gonna settle down with you because you think you're hot still, because you look a little cute and so forth. It's not gonna work like that. You know, a lot of guys are going to reject you in the future when you get older because you're gonna hit the wall. You're not gonna be as sexually attractive as you were in your prime. You might still look good, but most men that are seasoned, that have experience, we can see the demons on you. We can see that there's some issues lurking behind you. I mean, brothers, have you ever seen a woman that was fine as hell, a single mother, and she's single, and you're trying to figure out, like, why is this beautiful lady single? That's because every guy she dealt with, she gave them a hard time. Because if she was so hot and so special, why she didn't settle down? It's either she want to be on the whole phase, or men just don't want to deal with her because she has a horrible attitude. You know? This ain't a game, ladies. If you stay in this whole phase, you're not going to be able to settle down with a man. The only thing you want to hear is this. Every single time. Every time you try to get with a quality man, he's going to be there. You're going to see a good brother. You're going to be like, hey, how you doing? My name is Charlene. Can we have a conversation? Oh, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna DM my old high school buddy. I remember he liked me. Hey Jeffrey, this is Marlena. You wanna talk to me? What the fuck you wanna talk to me now for? You wanna talk to me when I was in high school, now you wanna talk to me now? I don't understand that. See, listen to me, baby. I'm a grown man. I got a family. I'm doing something myself. That's what I'm doing. I don't want to hear nothing from you. Now go your way. That's what's going to happen. You're going to try to talk to every man that's quality, and all you're going to hear is, that's sad. You even going to go to church. They're going to be playing Jesus music. Jesus, he's real. Man, even in the church too? Yeah. No matter where you go. You're in the supermarket, you're going to see a brother right there. He's going to be walking down the aisle, and you're going to be like, there go a man. I see me's a man. You're going to see him walking. I mean, he's coming down the aisle right there. And you're going to purposely drop your phone so that he can pick it up. And as soon as you drop your phone, gonna be like, excuse me, that's my phone. Could you hand that to me, please? Pick up your own phone. What the hell am I picking up your phone for you for? I ain't picking up no phone for you. Get out of here. You know what I'm saying? The Uber driver gonna pick you up. Where you going, man? Oh, I'm going to Manhattan. Oh, by the way, I like your accent. Sorry, I have a wife. Why I can't seem to settle down? Because you hit the wall. You see, the wall is undefeated. The wall is undefeated. The wall has never lost a challenge. Tonight at 10 p.m., a woman is 35 years old, and she has no man. I don't know what to do. You know, I'm 35, I have a college education, and I just can't seem to find a man. I'm on YouTube, I'm listening to all these women, but I still can't find a man. Is there anyone out there that can help me? Please. It is what it is, man. No. Hey, shout out to Sean for the super chat. Appreciate it. Salute. Let's get back into what she has to say, because it gets real bad. It gets real bad.
I need to get out of there.
Now she needs to get out of there. Now she's saying she needs a relationship, she needs to get out of the whole face.
I just don't there. I need to get out of there. I just I don't there. I need to get out of there. But yeah, in the midst of, like I said, family and third relationship, I'm experiencing life. I had tremendous fun. Like I was in Harvard at the time. I was working as a manager for Krispy Kreme.
She was working as a manager for Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. How was the cream? Oh, let me get. All these brothers are crispy, right? She was working for Krispy Kreme. She was working for Krispy Kreme. Get your Krispy Kreme tonight. Krispy Kreme. It comes in all flavors and all sizes. Buy your Krispy Kreme today and get back $2 for initial Krispy Kreme. Order now while supplies last. Call today. 1-800-223 Krispy Kreme. I'm just saying. Let's go.
And my son was with my parents. My son was with my parents. My son was with my parents.
Her son?
My son was with my parents.
Your son was with your parents and you were out on a whole face. Do you see what modern women are doing? See, you elder women should not be taking care of the children of your daughter. You're not supposed to be doing it. If she had a baby, you let her raise her baby. You don't take care of the child so she could go out there living it up, partying, and no. Because while you're taking care of this child, she's out there living her best life. So you're partly responsible for enabling her to do that mess. If a woman have a baby, let her deal with her own kids. You don't supposed to be out there trying to take care of her kids. No. Now her son gonna be ruined. Now her son is gonna be ruined, man. How many young boys are being raised in these single mother households and got to deal with a parent that's out there still trying to live their best life, rather than just being a parent. As a single mother, your job is supposed to be taking care of your children, not out there trying to deal with 20 different men. You're not supposed to be doing that. You know? And on top of that, you got your mom taking care of your kids? Come on, man. That's bad, man. Let's go.
Was with my parents, and then was with me for very times. I have a little more freedom now than was not used to be. I have a little more freedom now than was not used to be. I have a little more freedom now than was not used to be.
She had a lot of freedom that she was not used to. You know, idle time is the devil's playground. When a young lady has free time, that's an opportunity for eggplants to be in her body. Her mom was taking care of her kid while she had free time to go get some deep. Think about that. Her mom is taking care of the child while she out looking for men. How many women are doing that here? Your mom is taking care of your child while you out there getting eggplant. Your child don't even know where you at. You busy with some man. It's crazy, man. Yeah, that's what's going on. Let's go.
Like, I got pregnant at 18, 19.
What?
And like, I got pregnant at 18.
Go to sleep.
So let me get this straight. You don't even know when you got pregnant? You know, you would think that a young lady would remember such a glorious day. She's at 18, 19, 20. And did I get pregnant? See, that's the whole phase. That's what it does. When you're on your whole phase, you don't even remember when you got pregnant because you didn't want to get pregnant. You didn't want to get pregnant. You just had a baby and you got caught out there. So to all you young sisters that want to go out there